So, hello and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell, we have another Barbie video. I love filming Barbie videos. They take me forever to film and like plan, and even if I film them, I then have to wait a month for my copyright claim to like run out because Mattel just never reply to my copyright claim. They just claim me and then leave. I'm wearing my diamond castle necklace. I've also got pink on because I always seem to wear kind of pinky purple, and even though I literally wore this in the last video I uploaded, at least when I'm filming this, it was the last video I uploaded, but this won't go up for another month because Mattel. But basically, as you can see by the title, I'm giving Barbie another chance. I'm giving the new Barbie movies another go. I'm gonna let her explain herself. So basically, what I did is I went on the Barbie movies wiki and I found kind of when I think the Barbie movies start getting a bit iffy. As in kind of all the way up to Secret Door. I'm kind of okay with, I think. I'm not the biggest fan of Secret Door, but mainly because it hurts my eyes. Like, there are then odd films here and there like Starlight Adventure. Love that film, haven't watched it in ages, but love it. Basically, I picked out a selection of the newer Barbie movies. I think I just picked everything from Rock and Royals up to Big City, Big Dreams. And I made myself watch them. I made myself a little Notion. I watched them, I had my Notion on the other side, I was making notes, and basically, here are the ones I've watched. Well, for this video, I watched Big City, Big Dreams, I watched Princess Adventure, Video Game Hero, Spy Squad, Princess Power, Rock and Royals. And I'm also currently at the same time as this doing another video where I'm giving Barbie and her sisters a chance. So even though Dolphin Magic is a newer movie, I decided it has enough of her sisters to need to be a Barbie and her sisters video. Whereas like Princess Adventure, Barbie's sisters are in it for about 3 seconds. Basically, during this, I'm going to give a plot summary. But let me just preface this with what a comment has said. There's no point watching them. You literally just sort of shortened out the plots to make them look boring. You're literally like 30 years old at your age. So clearly I'm going to shorten out the plots to make them more boring. But I'm not going to lie, I don't actually remember a lot of the plots. Because I've been watching these for the past like month, because I've been trying to watch them. Some of them I couldn't. Some of them I really couldn't get through. Like Video Game Hero took me a while. I couldn't get into it. So yeah, so I'm going to give you a plot summary. I'm going to give you my commentary as I was going through. I then ranked them for characters, plot and vibes out of 10. And then, here's what I did. I said how I would fix the movie, because I am nothing if not a proactive queen. I'm not just going to say Barbie did it bad and then not give her a way to fix it. So any of the movies that I thought needed fixing, I gave her how I would fix this. Some of them are a lot longer because there was a lot of problems. Some of them don't have a how I would fix this, because I was very happy with the movie. The only things that would change would be like, I don't really like this character, but that's kind of fine. We'll start from the bottom of my list, because the bottom of my list is the older ones. So we'll start with Barbie Rock and Royals. Barbie Rock and Royals, if you haven't watched it, is Camp Rock 2. You cannot convince me it's not Camp Rock 2. I don't know how they got away with it. Everything is Camp Rock 2. There's 2 camps, Camp Rock and Camp, whatever the other one was in Camp Rock 2. Camp Royal and Camp Rock. They're on one lake. It's a competition for who gets the lake. There's a big competition at the end. Here's a very great thing. You know in Camp Rock 2 when they basically do that on a boat. So on the boat they're like, gotta get to camp. They do that. I don't know how Mattel got away with this. It is Camp Rock 2. The only difference is that the camp owners are like in love. And in Camp Rock 2 I think they were both men and they weren't gay, which was kind of boring. It's Camp Rock 2, but I really liked it. I don't remember where I ranked it in my ranking video, but my ranking video is out of date. It was over a year ago. I've developed more taste since then. Some of the things I rank way too high and some of them I ranked too low. So my first comment about this was, something about the animation isn't for me. And I think this was the last one I watched of the newer ones. So I kind of gotten used to the newer animation style, and I just don't think this worked for me. There was something about the faces. There's two characters, there's Courtney and Erica. Their faces don't look quite right. I'm also not a big fan of the hair animation. That's how I judge the movies, is on the hair animation. And even though like Princess and the Pauper, they had, what, 3 strands of hair, I let them live because it matched. Whereas this one, they're trying to kind of do like a Disney when they individually do every strand of hair. And I just don't think it worked for me. I don't think the hair was working for me. So yeah, but basically Erica is the pop, Courtney is the princess. They accidentally go to the wrong camp, and by accidentally they're put on the list. I don't know how that really works. And then they stay at the camp, and then they do this competition. I really like the concept. I like Barbie learning things. I like Barbie exposition, you know, like in charm school when she was doing princess classes. That's the kind of stuff I eat up. So watching her just do princess stuff, watching her just sing, I really liked it. And it didn't feel too rushed either, because I know the Barbie movies are only kind of an hour and 20 minutes long. Normally you kind of have like a problem quite early on, but the problem and the solution came quite late. Well, as much as the problem is that they're in the wrong camp, the problem was then like whoever wins the competition, the other camp gets shut down, and then obviously they saved the day and they saved, I don't think they did save both camps. I think they saved Camp Royal, and then they form a band of Rock-An Royals. And it has songs in it. I'm a sucker for a musical. I'm a sucker for a Barbie musical, and the comments I've left is, I like these songs, but it is literally camp rock too. But I quite enjoy Gotta Get to Camp. What If I Shine? What If I Shine is literally just, this is me. What If I Shine? This is me. Same thing. Gotta Get to Camp, and then the camp rock. Same thing. But the song that Camp Royalty end up singing, I love it. I can't insert a clip of it because I'll get murdered by Mattel, but I will link some of the I'll link some of the songs down below. I love it. I don't know why, but you know when you listen to a song and there's just like a couple of milliseconds or like a second or a line that just really gets you? That Erica's voice, the raspiness, I love it. I really did not have problems with this film. I think the plot was fine. Literally the only negative comment I left was something about the animation isn't for me, and also it's Camp Rock 2. I'll let them off, okay, about the whole Camp Rock 2 thing, because I had a good time. But it's Camp Rock 2. So, how I would fix this movie, I said, I don't think it needs fixing. And I don't think it does. I'm quite content with the plot. I think the characters need a minor shuffle. I feel like they don't have personality. So like, I ranked everything out of 10, and the characters I gave a 5. I feel like they don't have motivations, they're quite bland. I don't really understand the characters. I feel like that is something that Barbie struggles with. Even in the movies that I've loved and the plot's really good, the characters have nothing going for them. And like, I know that we don't have that long to kind of get to know the characters, but they don't have a personality trait, or they have one. As in like, in Princess Charm School, she has too many friends for Barbie to deal with, so we have sport music, and that's it. And I think sport girl confident, music girl shy. And that's just kind of all we have. They don't have personality. I don't think. Erica's just, I'm a rock star. And then Courtney's just, I'm a princess. And like, they do complain a bit. They're all kind of like, oh, it's so demanding doing my job. It's a bit princess pop star kind of vibes. I mean, I think they just wanted to make another Princess and the Pop Star, but they're like, we did that too soon. It wasn't long enough ago. So yeah. The plot, I think I gave an 8. The plot, I think I gave an 8 out of 10. I don't really have any problems with the plot. I think the major plot is fine. There are just some bits I don't understand. I don't understand why their names were switched. I don't understand why they couldn't just swap at the end. Like, I know that the evil people, well, the people in charge were like, oh, we want to keep them. But I don't really understand why they didn't just swap. Because here's the thing, they then physically meet up. Like, around the camp, around the lake, the camps, like, interlink. So they literally just walked into each other. Why didn't they then just say, okay, I'm going to go to this camp and you can go to that camp? I don't know. Vibes, 7 out of 10, okay? we've got princesses, but I feel like they could have not been princesses and I wouldn't have cared. It could have just been like camp versus camp rock. Like, I feel like the vibes are okay. The vibes were let down by the animation, but the songs really did boost the vibes. So basically, Rock and Royals, yeah, I'm happy with that one. My issue is just the animation style, not necessarily the content, because I feel like at this point Barbie hadn't steered too much away from princesses. They were still kind of accepting of princesses and fairies, and then they ditched them all. Then I watched Barbie in a Princess Power. This is basically Princess Cara, evil man. You know the man is evil instantly. I've said, advisor already gives evil vibes. Within 6 minutes, you know he's the bad guy. And like, fair enough, but I just, give me 7 minutes. 7 minutes of not knowing who the evil man is, please. So yeah, the advisor's evil. He wants to make himself like a superhero, like a super villain, but then he has this stupid frog who like drops it, and then the super villain power like drops down, and then a butterfly is grown, and then the butterfly kisses Cara, and now Cara is a superhero. And then, is her name Corinne? Karen? Cluline? What's her name? Corinne. Corinne is then like her cousin or her sister. She gets jealous. She makes the butterfly kiss her. Superhero, fight the advisor. Town drowns in lava. Day is saved. So, my first comment was that the animation was cleaner, but I still didn't like how the characters looked. As in, Cara's face shape doesn't work for me. Same with the hair. I wasn't content with the hair. Yeah, like the animation style, I like that it's kind of bright, but the characters weren't it. I think Princess Power and Rock and Royals had similar looking characters. Actually, I think Princess Power had worse looking characters. Cara kind of looked like she'd had Botox. Sorry, Cara. So yeah, so Cara's superheroing it up, and basically she puts on this superhero outfit to be like Princess Sparkle, or Super Sparkle. It's not a disguise. It's not very pretty. Like, my comment was just, I like the superhero outfit, but it's not a disguise. You could tell who she was. She put like a pink goggle mask on and then tied her hair back and was like, no one will know. So there's then also a Ken. We didn't need him. Rock and Royals didn't have a Ken. There was a random Ken guy who was like a reporter, and he's like chasing her around trying to unearth the identity of Super Sparkle and Dark Sparkle. I didn't care, he didn't need to be there. Feminism. I feel like the advisor could have got his way a lot easier. Did he have to? I kind of know that the superhero thing was for the plot, but the evil guy could have just pulled like a Queen Ariana from Iron Princess and just like killed people. Go for a bit more violence, bring me death. Then this whole city just like drowns in lava. I don't know if I missed something. I think it was like a volcano erupted, but I don't really understand the whole lava thing. But I said I actually laughed a few times. Something in that made me laugh. I like the frog. I think the frog was really cute. But there are issues. So, we'll do my ranking and then we'll do how I would fix this. So my characters I've given a 4 out of 10. They're basic. The advisor, we know he's evil instantly. He could have got his way a lot easier and he's a bit boring. Her friends, Cara's friends are a bit dry. They're just kind of like, I feel like they should have been meaner to her, because she was just like, I don't want to be princessing stuff anymore, I want to be a superhero, and they were just like, okay, science. Corinne is her only personality trait that she doesn't like Cara, maybe, and the parents have no personality. I think I've tried to fix the characters in my how I would fix this. Plot, 6 out of 10. Plot was fine. I think just too quick. As in, maybe it should have been a thing that like the superpower wears off, or like, you know, maybe the advisor just gives it, you know, maybe we see like the advisor trying other methods and then he sticks on his superhero path. I don't really understand the plot. As much as I get the logical plot, as in like advisor evil, super villain, take over, Cara being kissed, whoops. Plot, I feel like we needed a bit more. Like, you know, in Princess and the Pauper, we really have plot. There's like loads of different points and problems. The newer Barbie movies have this issue where they just have like one problem. And it's one problem that gets solved very quickly as well. Vibes, 3 out of 10. And I know what you're thinking, that's really low, but we have a princess and we didn't utilize her. What happened to in The Secret Door when they said that all princesses have magic? Why didn't she have magic to begin with? We could have had her, she's not the superhero, she just has her magic, and then Corinne gets superhero kissed, and then they're like, ah, what do we do? And, you know, she already has magic, but she doesn't have magic. I don't understand it. There was no songs, which is fine. Like, we don't need songs, but we needed something. I feel like we needed something to boost it, and we didn't have that. So, here is then how I would fix this movie. I'm going to read it off my iPad because I don't remember what I said. So, I've said, so Cara's still getting kissed, so she's struggling with her power though. She's just not good at it. She doesn't understand superhero stuff. Like, she's strong, but like she's clumsy maybe. And she wants to just be a science queen because her and her friends are like building rockets and stuff. Or she just wants to make her community garden because the beginning plot was like, I'm going to make my community garden. And then I don't think they ever did. So she's wanting to make her community garden, but I know she's digging and like she accidentally rips out the ground because she's so strong. So then Corinne gets the power. This still happens. She still gets kissed. Cara knows that she can like step out of the limelight. She doesn't actually have to do this whole superhero stuff. So she just backs up. Corinne becomes super sparkle and like takes over her identity maybe. And then Corinne gets in trouble against the advisor. So like the advisors, you know, they're beefing and Corinne's like, oh, I can't fight this man alone. So then Cara's like, oh my god, I still have my powers, I'll help. So they have a superpower fight, but Cara realizes like, I'm still whack at this, my strength is not good enough. She realizes her powers are more science. So she does science shit to make superpowers. Think Honey Lemon from Big Hero 6 is what I said. And then Corinne is doing like super strength. Cara is there using logic and reason and science. And then they save the day. But also we get rid of that whole lava drowning thing. That was just a bit confusing. Does that fix the movie entirely? I don't know, but I think that was quite good. I gave it a good go. I tried to fix the movie. I did. Yeah. I would say you could skip Princess Power. I think it's not for me. I think it was trying to give like Incredibles vibes, or like super Fantastic Four, but it just didn't. It didn't get there. So I would say you could skip. I then watched Spy Squad. I remember this movie. This is one of the films that I'd never watched until I was doing my ranking video. And I remember enjoying it the first time round. Not as much as other movies because it was still just but I did like it. So basically, Spy Squad, we have Barbie, and her two friends whose names I don't remember because again, they didn't have any personality. They are gymnasts and they're like, oh, let's do this move, and then they fail the move, and then at the end they do the move, you know, Barbie. They get recruited by her Auntie Z, and they become super spies. And then there's, oh my god, there's this like whole training exposition scene, which I really liked. I love stuff like that again, when they're just learning to do things. Like, I love it, but again, they're instantly good at it. Like, I know that they're gymnasts and they should have some of this power, but they shouldn't be perfect spies. They're children. Like, at least the good thing is, you know, they're trying to fight this gem thief, and like, they don't stop her. There's like 6 attempts and they just keep fucking it up. They're doing a bad job. And eventually the agency's like, oop, we shouldn't have hired children. I'm like, I could have told you that after after they walked into the place, I could have said, nah, this was a bad idea. So then they've been like kicked out, but they still have their supplies, and they're like, oh my god, no, we're gonna save the day. So they go, and then they try and save the day, and they eventually save the day, but the evil spy, the gem thief, ends up being someone from their gymnastics class. Surely we could have put 2 and 2 together. They were talking to the gem thief. They've probably talked to the gymnastics girl. Voice recognition? And also, I think I literally wrote the big bad guy, right? At some point, right, the big bad guy, you see him and you don't know he's the big bad guy, but he's got the big bad guy face, okay? If you watch Barbie movies, you know what I mean, and that the bad guys all look the same. I don't remember where I said this, but at some point I wrote down and I was like, babes, it's so obvious that he was the bad guy. Yeah, I said, I knew this scary man was evil. He has classic evil Barbie face. Stop being so predictable. Could he have just had a nicer face and then it would have been like, oh my god, no. Or like maybe he's like making out with Auntie Z and they're like, and then at the end they're like, oh my god, no. Or that kind of thing. So, my comments, not a fan of Barbie's hair animation. I feel like her face looked better, but the hair for me was still kind of too hairy. The mean girl gives me Delancey vibes, as in like, I think she's ginger and just has that same face, and that was enough for me to be like, you are the same, you are Delancey. I do like the Barbie failed at something, because normally Barbie's perfect, and it always used to be the story where it was like, Kelly can't do this dance, so we tell her the story of the Nutcracker. And then Kelly could do the dance. But this time it was like, oh Barbie, you're literally just not great at this. And then she's like, oh, I'm gonna get better at it. Spy Kids vibes. If you like Spy Kids, similar vibes, not as good. Watch Spy Kids instead though. And I said, I don't want to be mean, but surely if they know that the spy thief is a girl, someone young and with gymnastics training, they could just search the local gymnastics clubs. Did I solve this? Yeah. I don't know why they asked the kids to help, I'm not gonna lie. Surely there are adult gymnasts. Get an adult gymnast. Get Barbie to be a little bit older. I don't know how old she was, but like, she could have been 12, she could have been 17. I don't know. And oh my god, this did really excite me. When they go into this spy place and they get to learn about all these things, there's a disguise dispensary. And I said, oh my god, the disguise dispensary has all the old Barbie costumes from the movies. Were they all spies? So I'll insert the picture, but you can see, oh, is her name Nori from Secret Door? Corinne's super sparkle dress. We've got Blair's waitress dress. We've got Mariposa in the background. All of their outfits. Was Barbie a spy all along and inserting herself into these lives to solve problems? I don't know. But then, Barbie's two friends, I've said the brunette girl is not like other girls. She's a robotics queen. I don't know why I said that, but yeah. And then I said I hate the tech bot. I mentioned this in my review, I think. The fucking dog. The voice, he reminds me of the dog from Spy Kids. We don't need him. This is not Spy Kids, this is Barbie. It's not Spy Kids. It's not Spy Kids, Mattel, please stop. I hate the dog. He's annoying, he's not funny. I'm sure a 5-year-old might find him funny, but obviously me, I'm 20, he's not funny. And then I said also, why are they good at these non-gymnastic skills? Like, I know that they're gymnasts, but why could they like fight all these robots? In gymnastics, you don't learn boxing. Let Barbie not be good at something. Like, I know in the overall scheme of it, she fucks up, okay? She wasn't good at the fighting, she wasn't good at the actual task that she had to do, but she was good enough in training. Let her be bad at something other than her gymnastics, or her one gymnastics move. They also had a giggle taser. They whipped out a taser and I was like, oh my god, violence. And then they just did it on the man and he was like, hee hee hee. I don't want a giggle taser. I don't want to giggle. I'm not gonna lie. Is that gonna stop a criminal? Because if I'm giggling, hee 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 hee, I'm not ticklish. Would I just be giggling and still doing like my evil stuff? Just do a normal, I just said, give me a normal fucking taser. You know? I did also say, if they were willing to be a bit more violent, they would have caught her earlier. I stand by that. Oh my god, also, and the first time that they go and find the spy thief, and they, like, the gem thief, sorry, and the gem thief gets away, Barbie's like, oh my god, it's all my fault. Barbie, it wasn't, it was the brunette girlie. The brunette girlie lands on something and she has to like balance, and then someone else has to come and like grab her because she's like, oh my god, I'm gonna fall. And then Barbie has to come and grab her because she's gonna fall. And then they all fall off. You know? And at some point, is it a rappel, a grapple? I don't know. The spy thief is like down a building. She's tied at the top. Barbie comes right there. Violence would have solved this, cut the rope. Okay, sorry, I know it's not Barbie friendly. Cut the rope, drop a magic bath that would have caught her, you know? Oh my god, I also, Barbie Spy Squad, the pink dress that she like into, so gorgeous. So gorgeous. I love it with all my heart. So much. I also said I don't really understand. Basically, they want all these gems to power an EMP weapon. And I said, what is the EMP weapon? Bit confused. And then I just said, is it just a big power cut? Because it just cut off all the power. I didn't really understand why they wanted a big power cut. The evil guy's motivation was like, I want to be head of the spy stuff. I'm not gonna lie, kill Auntie Z. You could take over. Kill her and you're fine. Like, I don't really get the power cut. I then also said, why is this villain child nice now? I don't really understand her motivations for stealing the gems. Was she getting like financially compensated? I don't really know. This movie, I did like, but I was just very confused. So I'll give you my rankings and then I'll tell you how I would fix this. Characters, 5 out of 10. Could not tell you a single personality trait about anyone other than they like gymnastics. Barbie's personality trait is, she's too kind. Brunette girl is a robotics girl. She's not like other girls. I couldn't tell you a single thing. There's 3 of them. I don't remember what the 3rd girl does. The mean girl's personality trait is that she's better than everyone else. Auntie Z's personality trait is that she's now British. They don't have personality. And then I watched this movie without distractions and I couldn't even tell you about the 3rd character, the 3rd spy girl. At least in Charm School I could tell you that there was music, there was sport and there was Blair. You know? Plot, 5 out of 10. I do like the spy plot. This could have been a banger. You know what I would have liked? Maybe Princess Charm School for spies. So they go to spy school and like you have to graduate as best spy, and then there's like, I think that's, oh my god, and that is literally what I said is how I would fix it, but like, I like the generic plot of spies. I think could have been handled better, and I don't know what the EMP was. I couldn't tell you. So many questions. So we then have the vibes. The vibes I gave 6 out of 10. It's better than Princess Power. I kind of vibed with it. Did I just vibe with it because I love the pink dress that she wears? Yeah, potentially. I think I like things about like gymnastics. I like things about spies. The vibes from that were there, but the plot was lacking and it pulled down the vibes. So here is then how I would fix this movie. So they get invited to this spy school, brackets, like Princess Charm School. The 3 girls, maybe even just 2 of them, because I don't remember the other one, but 3, you can sell more dolls, Mattel. And they suck ass. But each person has a different useful skill and they work well together. We then have lots of expose on their training, so you know, I did say just montage stuff. You know the on top of the world, when she's like in Charm School, a little bit of that, okay? And maybe like, I don't know, maybe Barbie's really fast, she's really good at all the physical stuff. Maybe brunette girl's like a robotics queen, and then the other girl, I don't know, she's really pretty. She's got a skill, right? They've all got different skills and they all work together really well. And then, in one of the classes, right, they're learning about the jewel thief. And then they're like, oh my god, there used to be this jewel thief, and we've also noticed more jewels are going missing. And they're like, oh my god, we're really good spies, we should go catch her. They suck, basically, so we still have them failing. But they want to prove themselves. And I said, inspiring speech from British lady. British lady, please. And then I've said, they have a final battle where they take on the villain, but the villain is a child of the captured villain, right? Stick with me. Evil villain did the original stealing the gems. Villain had a child. Child is like, oh my god, give me back my mummy, give me back my daddy. And then they go and they steal the gems again. Oh my god, to like EMP their parent out of magic prison. I'm so good. And then, oh yeah, the evil child wants revenge, but they don't actually want revenge, right? And then I said, kindness saves the day. So eventually we do a little Delancey, and then the girl's like, oh my god, I don't love my mum. And then they're like, okay, best friends. You know? Like, I like the concept of Spy Squad. I would watch it because it's fun, but it's not the finest Barbie movie. You could tell they were starting to kind of head in their different direction, because like, even if they'd had princesses becoming spies, it would have been much more original Barbie when we had princesses. It just wasn't. So, we then have Video Game Hero. I remember this movie and I remember hating it. I think in my ranking video it was low. I don't know how low, but it was... I probably had like Puppy Chase Video Game Hero. I hated it first time round. Basically, we have Barbie is Barbie, Chelsea is there, I don't really know what Chelsea does, and Barbie's like coding games, and then she gets like a message on her iPad that's like, do you want to beta test this game? And she's like, fair enough, yeah, why not? And then she's like, she's in the game, and then she has to beat the levels to defeat the emoji virus? Are we trying to be relatable now, Mattel? It's not working. And she has to beat each level, so she has to beat the NPCs. And I think she saves the day, and then we find out where the emoji virus came from, and that's kind of it. There's very little plot happening. And I've kind of said, as much as I like the princessy stuff, I like that Barbie is a gamer. Like, it's good, it's cool, it's fine by me. We could have had her a princess and a gamer. I just love princesses, because, oh my god, no, yes, princess by day, gamer by night. And then we could have had like a doll, where you have the Princess Barbie and the Coder Barbie. And then you can sell more dolls. Mattel, I'm here for all of your ideas. I then said Barbie is annoying, her heart is too good. I don't remember what triggered me to write that, but clearly Barbie was doing something where she was like, oh my god, don't worry, I'll help you, I love helping people, I'm so nice, hee. Yeah. Oh, here's the thing in Video Game Hero. As she progresses through the levels, she gets a different animation style. I know that this was kind of a... let's just say this was a choice, and I didn't like it. I'm a big fan of like the original animation style when Barbie is not in the video game. She then goes into level 1. I think I hated it. If I can find the pictures, I'll put it on, and I hated the first one. Second one I said was okay, but not very Barbie. And then I said same for the third one. I don't really... I get it, but it wasn't for me. In my head, one video game has one animation style. You know, like if you're playing one game, your animation style doesn't change between levels, so I didn't really understand that. I then also said, I don't understand the plot really. What is the emoji virus and where did it come from? I then just said, wait, it makes sense now, but I'm not a fan. Because it turns out, right, that the in-game tutorial, he's like, oh my god, no one talks to me, no one ever needs me, I'm useless. So he creates this emoji virus by accident. Like, he's not trying to kill everyone. He tries to make himself some friends, and then they like mutate, and he's like, oh, whoops. So he's like, Barbie, come help. I just didn't feel sorry for him. I was like, you did this is your fault. And I was like, couldn't Barbie have like just deleted the emoji virus as a coder? I don't know. So ranking characters 4 out of 10. I don't like the in-game tutorial. Barbie's okay, I have no problems with her. She's a bit 2D. And then the, yeah, in-game tutorial, hate him. And then the characters like on the levels that she's in are useless. I don't remember any of them. They're typical NPCs and like, we're gonna beat you. And then she's like, you literally can't, please don't do that to me. And they're like, oh, okay. Not really sure. Plot, 4 out of 10. I feel like you could have just deleted the emoji virus from a computer and not had to go in. And vibes, I hate to say it, 2 out of 10. Don't like the animation style. Give me Barbie as a princess. I mean, Barbie as a princess wouldn't have added anything, but like, maybe as a princess in the levels. It's because she's not like other girls. She can't be a princess. But the vibes, I didn't like the animation style. The vibes were off. That's a 2. So, here's how I would fix this one. I did first say though, I can't fix this one. So, it's not going to be perfect, girlies. So I would have it as a quest like in Mermaid Tale. This is what I was thinking, right? Barbie, she goes inside the game, but her two friends are on the outside and they're like decoding obstacles. Stay with me. So then maybe Barbie is like trying to code her own game, but she fails. And I said brackets, please Barbie have some flaws. And somehow, Barbie magic, she gets pulled into her own game. So she's created this virus accidentally. And I said, not sure what, but not emojis. So she meets the friends inside the game, they have to beat the game. So it's the same concept, same animation style the whole way across though. And her friends are helping her like delete and decode things. Oh my god, and maybe like a tragic thing, they accidentally delete her friend. That would be fun. And eventually with love, hugs and friendship, they beat the virus and then Barbie gets out of the game and she perfects it with her besties. And then they have this good game that works. I don't know, I struggled to fix this one because I think I have no interest in the concept even if it was good. I don't really vibe with this one, but yeah. So I then watched Princess Adventure. This is one of the ones that like, I think it came out in 2020, and it was straight to Netflix I think. And basically we have Barbie as Barbie. Barbie is vlogger Barbie. So you know how Barbie has her YouTube channel? That one. She is a vlogger. There's Princess Amelia. Princess Amelia looks like Barbie. You see where I'm going already, right? Princess Amelia is like, Barbie, come on over. So she invites her on like this exchange project with all of her friends, and then Barbie's there and Amelia's like, I want to just live a normal life. And Amelia's like, and then Barbie's like, huh? Huh? So they swap for like 5 days or whatever. Someone's trying to steal the throne. Some brunette guys, oh my god, no, it's like if Amelia doesn't come up to her coronation, because for some reason, right, she plans this 5 days before her coronation. Sorry, babes, your timing was very off. So she goes to this coronation, like, and if she doesn't come to the coronation, the man-child, he gets to be the ruler of both nations. So like, motivations, but also, so I've said, I tolerate this animation style now. It's not, you know, it's not old Barbie, but if they stuck to Princess Adventure, I don't have too many problems with it. The songs, this is a musical, I think I like all of them. I like Try It On, I like This Is My Moment, I like King of the World, King of the Kings, Life in Colour. I appreciate all of them. I'm quite a fan. Here's the thing though, you know the dogs from Puppy Chase? One of the dogs jumps in Barbie's backpack and goes on holiday with her. And I've said, how do you not notice a dog in your backpack? Okay, even if your puppy weighs like 500 grams, if my bag feels heavier, I can notice it. And I'm not gonna lie, she's walking around an airport with her bag open. You've got problems, Barbie. Stop it. As I said, I like that we have vloggers and princesses in the same world. Because I think at the end of the movie, Amelia's like, I want to be a princess vlogger. So she's a princess vlogger. Oh my god, and I said, Amelia made this big plot just because they look alike. I like her ambition. Amelia has goals, and she's gonna carry them out. Here's what I think, right? When Amelia was pretending to be Barbie and hanging out with Barbie's friends, I've said, does no one wonder where real Barbie is? Or does no one wonder where Amelia is? If Amelia is pretending to be Barbie hanging out with Barbie's friends, no one is questioning where Amelia is. I don't know. Oh my god, then this, I don't think that bit made sense. And then I said, oh god, what idiot pretends to be someone else with a necklace of their own name on it? Barbie has a necklace with the name Barbie on it. She goes to this thing pretending to be Amelia. You know what she's wearing? A necklace that says Barbie on it. That is embarrassing. That's rookie spy behaviour. Very much a letdown. And then I said, these songs are good. And then I said, I think I like the songs, but I don't think I like the plot very much. I don't really understand the plot. I know we were going for another Princess and the Pauper, Princess Charm, Princess and the Pop Star. We didn't need another one, okay? Like, I'll rank it and then I'll tell you how I would fix it, but there's not much I could fix. Characters, 6 out of 10. There's too many friends for my liking. Barbie has like 6 friends, and first of all, who has 6 friends? Sorry Barbie, share. So Barbie has loads of friends, and they all have kind of some personality trait, but not enough. It's not they don't have the most personality. Plot, 5 out of 10. We've done it before, and we've done it before. We don't need 3. Third time is not the charm. We perfected it with Princess and the Pauper. We messed it up with Princess and the Popstar. We messed it up more with Princess Adventure. Stop doing this. You have so many creative minds working for you, Mattel. Come up with something better. I just don't understand it. But vibes, 8 out of 10. Princesses, I like the animation style. Amelia has a cute little bunny rabbit. Their songs, the vibes really could not have been much better. The vibes are only let down again because of the plot. So how I would fix this, there's not much I could fix, right? And I've said, so maybe Amelia just wants a normal life. So Amelia's out and about like, you know, being royal. And then she bumped into Barbie and she's like, oh my God, babe, we look the same. So rather than it being one of those like, I'm gonna kidnap you kind of vibes, she's just like, oh my God, we look kind of similar. Do you wanna hang out? And like, it's just them hanging out in the movie. I just said, then the movie is just them hanging out and doing normal and royal stuff. So maybe like, Barbie's like, oh my God, I really want this, I really want to meet this person. And then Amelia's like, oh my God, take your hair out of your ponytail, pretend to be me and go and meet them. You know? And then maybe like, the only way we could save it is by redoing Princess and the Pauper. We're not kidnapping her, okay? We're not doing that again. But I was gonna say like, well, maybe we kidnap her and then she doesn't make it to the place. Like, we do kidnap her in the end, I think. It's not Princess and the Pauper. You can't live up to it, girls. Mattel, you need to... It's not working for me, Mattel. I don't care, okay? So yeah, Princess Adventure, I'd say it's worth watching, but like, if you want that kind of swapping plot, you're going for Princess and the Pauper. Or even Princess and the Popstar in a pickle. Then, Big City, Big Dreams. This is... I don't know if this is the newest one or if that goddamn Chelsea's birthday dream cruise ship one is the newest one. But basically, Barbie Big City Big Dreams. Barbie is still Barbie. And she's like, I want to be on Broadway, girlies. So she's like, oh my God, I'm going to go to this summer camp to be a Broadway singer. She goes to this, does she want to be an actor? I don't know. She goes to this Broadway camp. She bumps into someone else called Barbie Roberts. And let me just tell you, my first comment was, does them having the same name actually add anything? Surely they could just be friends. So Barbie Roberts is from Brooklyn, so we call her Brooklyn. Barbie Roberts is from Malibu, so we call her Malibu. So our Barbie is Malibu, their Barbie is Brooklyn. Okay, makes sense? So they like go to the same door and like, bye! And then Brooklyn's like, this is my door, get out. And then Malibu's like, this is my door. And they're like, oh my God, what's your name? And they're like, Barbie Roberts. Does that add anything? I don't think it actually is used again that their name is the same thing. But like, they're going to this place and then at the end there's a showcase. This is Camp Rock 1, girlies. This is Camp Rock 1. Because, right, Barbie's just vibing and then Malibu is vibing and then Brooklyn falls over and sprains her ankle. And then like, they're all like chill because it was an accident. And then suddenly Brooklyn's like, oh my God, bitch, you did this on purpose. And then Malibu's like, oop. And then Malibu like gets kicked out, Camp Rock. And then they're all trying to compete for this final showcase and then eventually they both win the final showcase. Camp Rock. Camp Rock. So I said, I like the concept of this movie and I like Barbie not being good at things. As in Barbie goes and like, for some reason they're doing fencing and like she's not good at it. Which like, yes, that makes more sense because she's a vlogger. Why would a vlogger be good at fencing? Like, I like that she can't do these things. I kind of, again, like the vibe that is like Princess Charm School, that she's like learning to do new things. The dresses are pretty. They meet this designer who gives them these dresses. Gorgeous. I really like them. Sparkle, sparkle. There's this girl there who's called Emmy, and she's like a pop star, and she's like undercover, or she's an actress. She's like undercover because she doesn't want everyone to know that it's her. And she just wants to like be recognised for her skill, not for her name. She literally like on day 1 gets recognised as being Emmy. Could we have had a little bit more time with not knowing maybe? I don't know, like her dad is then the one that tells Brooklyn, or tells the leader that Malibu pushed Brooklyn. I don't know. And then I just said, are they being gaslit? Because then they go into the office and then they're like, do you really think this happened? Like, are you sure she didn't push? It just feels kind of gaslighting vibes. But I then concluded with banger of a movie. I don't think I have any complaints. This is the only movie. I did not fix this movie. I had nothing to fix. I ranked it characters 9 out of 10. Brooklyn and Malibu have personalities, distinct ones. Emmy's a bit weak. Is his name Raph? No. The designer guy's a bit weak, but they're still there. Plot, 8 out of 10. I don't think we needed them having the same name. But yeah. Vibes, 8 out of 10. It was a musical, banger, sparkle dresses. Vibes again, slightly let down by the plot. But not bad. Like, Vibes could have even been a 9 out of 10. I did not try and fix this movie because I have nothing I would fix. The only things I would really fix are like, Emmy gets identified a bit later, so we have a bit more time. Barbie Roberts is not called Barbie Roberts. Okay, we have Barbie Roberts and then we have whatever her name wants to be. Susan, you know, just give her another name. And it doesn't matter that they have the same, because they don't have the same name. Because there's really nice scenes of them just like exploring New York. Because Brooklyn's like, oh my god, you've never been to New York? Let me show you around Malibu. And then they just go and explore. And I'm like, that's what I want. I just want Barbie doing normal things. This is going to have been a long video. But basically, out of those movies that I watched, here is which ones you should watch. Oh, Big City, Big Dream, absolutely. Princess Adventure, I'd say it's worth watching. If you're looking for that kind of plot, you're going for Popstar. Oh, you're not going for Popstar, that was the name, you're going for Pauper. Video Game Hero, no. Spy Squad, you could skip it. It's an okay kind of background watch, but I'd say you could skip it. Princess Power, skip. Rock and Royals, watch. Like, I don't think my opinion has hugely changed of any of them. I hadn't watched Big City, Big Dreams yet, so this was my first time viewing it, and very gay, love. I don't think this would hugely change my ranking on them, as in they would all still remain, I think, in like the bottom 10, bottom 20. I think they'd all kind of stay in the bottom 20. Maybe Big City, Big Dreams could be kind of higher up, but purely because the other movies are better. So like, I am slating these movies. There are problems with these movies. I'm not slating them because they're new, but I prefer the older movies. I prefer princesses, I prefer fairies, but as much as I prefer princesses and fairies, I still enjoyed Big City, Big Dreams. So I'm not only loving princesses and fairies, but like, the princesses and the fairies do more for me. You know, like, my top kind of 20 will stay the same. It's still princesses and fairies above everything else, but these movies aren't all bad. Video Game Hero I still hate. That's still like last. So yeah, so I am going to do the same video for the Barbie and her sisters. I have problems with Barbie and her sisters. I don't know why. I really dislike them. I feel like they don't add anything to the movie. And I am also going to have to watch the Chelsea's Lost Birthday one again. I watched that and that was such a mistake first time round. I hated it. I will try and look for positives, but I think it's going to be another like 2 out of 10 kind of vibe because I hate it so much. So yeah, that was probably a very long video. This is now going to take me forever to edit, forever to not get copyrighted, and yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that video. Oh, my camera was overheating, so I've had to close the curtain for my outro. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please don't be mean to me. If you enjoyed that, I'll put my other Barbie videos in the cards. And hopefully this video doesn't get like claimed. Because normally it just gets, no, it normally gets claimed. Sometimes it gets like, what's the red one? Where it gets like struck. I don't know, but it does upset me. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video because it has taken me like, I've been filming for about 3 hours. Watching all those movies took me forever. And editing this video is going to take forever because I have to find clips of Barbie movies, distort them slightly so I don't get copyrighted. Sometimes I just don't distort them because I don't care, but I think I'm going to have to distort them for this video. Unless I'm lazy, in which case you would have just seen normal Barbie videos and you'll see this video like 2 months after I filmed it. Thanks for watching!